You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibilities. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, 'cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.
Welcome to the podcast, man. This month we spotlighting black couples. We call them couplepreneurs.
Right.
I think we went to their
Yeah, to the when y'all first opened. So your soft opening, your grand opening. Yeah, I think it was the grand opening. Yeah. So you want to introduce them, or you want to have them introduce themselves?
Well, yeah, I thought you were gonna let them introduce.
All right.
I'm passing it to you. I'm throwing you the alley hoop.
All right. So we have special guests in the house. So they're actually our first guest of 2023. So I'm super excited about that. And like he said, we're spotlighting black couplepreneurs here in Houston for Black History Month. And so I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I don't want to mess up names.
Yes.
So go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I'm Tarcia Hubert, and I'm married to this big head over here.
Our name is Derrick Hubert, and I'm married to this short teeth having.
Well, welcome. And so we're going to get into a little bit about their business and about them. So we want to touch all of the things that we know you guys want to know.
Yes.
So first off, we're going to start with a little bit of couples thing.
Okay,
how did you guys meet?
Yes. How did you guys first meet?
Yeah.
Interesting story. So, we met. I was on a trip with my friends in Corpus Christi. I love the beach. And one year I was trying to get to the beach, the closest beach to me, right? Like now I don't want to go to Corpus, but back then I wanted to go to Corpus. And I was trying to get out there one weekend, and it failed. The people who were supposed to go with me, they backed out on me. So I rescheduled because I had paid for my room and everything. I rescheduled it, and I said, if nobody go with me, I'm going by myself.
Come on.
So it was in September of 2010. I remember the date. And I ended up going to Corpus, and two of my friends ended up going with me. But when we went, it was a tropical storm.
Oh, wow.
That came, and we were stuck in the hotel.
Mm.
Thank God we were in the hotel. They had like an indoor pool, an indoor hot tub, and we was hanging out at the hot tub. And my friends say, it's a whole football team here.
Okay.
She said, it's a whole football team here. Well, she had told us that earlier that day because she had woke up early and walked around and saw the football team. So we were sitting in the hot tub, and next thing we know, the whole football team come swarm us in the hot tub.
Oh, man.
So I was 25 at the time, and it was a college team. It was a college football team. So I wasn't enthusiastic about it because I was like, these some little youngsters. I was on my grown woman at the time. I was like, these little youngsters. And then here he come walking up, trying to get my attention while I was sitting in the hot tub.
Two sides.
Hold on. She was eyeing you down.
He know the real.
We're going to say, don't stop it. So, it was a bunch of guys that flocked. So they was like in the hot tub, and, it's some rails and stuff guarding it. And I just seen a whole bunch of, my teammates, they all hounding like the guards.
Okay, yeah.
So from afar, I'm a line from afar.
You was from afar.
All right. I just had to look. I just looked at her.
You did more than just look.
Then what? When I was looking, what happened? When I caught you out, what I do?
I wasn't trying to hear.
I just said, come here.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't go just like that.
And you got right on out that water and floated.
It took a while.
Floated over. All right.
It took a while because, again, I thought he was young. I thought he was younger than me. In college, that's the time when you play, and I'm more serious. But I don't know how we ended up. I ended up asking him about his age. And he was the same age as me.
Oh, wow.
At first, I was like, well, why are you still in college? And then...
Oh, she questioned him like that?
But he told me his story.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And so that opened up the door for the conversation.
Oh, that's good.
And then we just been talking ever since.
Oh wow. So are you both originally from Houston?
No, he from
I am.
Houston.
from
I'm
Houston.
from Waco,
Oh, okay.
or really a small town outside of Waco called Lott.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you moved to Houston because of your relationship?
So I was living in Austin at the time.
Okay.
When we met, and then he actually ended up moving to Austin. And
Mm.
then after we got married, we moved to Houston.
Oh, look at God. God be working, huh? I like that. I love that.
Oh yeah,
story.
he always working.
So what attracted you to her? Because you came in, you know, you kind of scoped her out a little bit, you know.
At the time, she was pretty. You know what I'm
At the time,
Now don't go home and get on the couch right now.
saying? No,
come on.
you know, she caught my eye, just, you know what I'm saying, her skin tone, and she was in the hot tub, so, you know,
Come on.
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And so, yeah, that's just how that works. She just caught my eye, you know, first off the visuals, after her visuals,
Mhm.
in a bathing suit.
Mm.
Okay. So now you guys have a family, you know, you're married, and you have a business.
Come on.
And so how did that business come about? Like, whose idea was that?
We actually have multiple businesses.
Okay. Okay.
Our first business. So before we got married, I had a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
We still operate together today. It's called Making Awesome Things Happen. And what we do is focus on developing mathematical proficiency among traditionally underrepresented students.
Mm.
So I'm a math professor. That's my passion. I love teaching kids math.
Move your mic a little bit.
I love exposing
Yeah, there we go.
students to STEM and different STEM careers and things like that. So that would be our first business.
Okay.
That we do together. But then he had a desire to be a photographer.
Mm.
And so you could tell him about that.
And so I opened up a media company, 5006 Visuals, where I provide videography and photography services to business owners
I love it.
and for like weddings.
You an editor? What you use for editing?
Premiere Pro.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
about to switch though. I'm about to go to DaVinci Resolve.
Okay. Yeah. I'm still. I'm between DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut. I love Final Cut.
DaVinci where it's at for the for the coloring.
Yeah, for the coloring. You're right.
Legit.
Yeah.
I'm a Premiere Pro baby.
Oh, okay. I used to be a Premiere Pro baby, but I guess once I switch over my iPhone, my laptop, I went all Apple everything. I was like, you know what? I got to just switch over.
Right.
You know, so
So working together, like, what have you guys learned about each other since you're working together? Like working together on these businesses.
Some that I learned, you know what I'm saying, when them hard times come knocking on the door, she turned into a crybaby.
That's true.
Yeah,
He has tougher skin than me.
okay.
And I'm more of the people pleaser. Like
Right.
I want to please people. I want to make people happy.
Gotcha.
He's more of the bottom line. No, this is what our rules are. We ain't bending for nobody. Family.
Right. And you know, like with business, it's hard, especially with family, not to get your emotions involved. So yeah, and I think women, we're just naturally more, you know, emotional.
But sometimes family don't want to. They always want some kind of discount, and it's like, why you want a discount when you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay the person down the street.
Yeah.
But that or you got the same skill. It's like, well, I don't know. So
They'll question your skills or they'll
Right.
question your,
Yeah.
you know.
They will. That's true. And like you said, you know, they'll pay somebody else. And you know, my thing, at the end of the day, nobody owe nobody anything.
Right.
that's facts.
Even family. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know, you learn the business.
Right.
There's bills to be paid.
His bills gonna have to be paid.
They automatically thinking they don't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand in life, no matter if it's family, no matter what, nobody's owed anything.
Yeah, they kind of take it personal, but I kind of understand where she comes from because I'm always like, my heart, because your heart kind of gets in the way.
Not me.
He's like,
Not me.
That's us.
I ain't got time. Man. Because what I learned is like a lot of people would sit there and doubt your, like when we first started podcasting 2 years ago and we was in the house, what made us get this building was people wanted to rent our house out. Like, hold on, can't rent my house out
Not the
now.
house.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, well, let's open up a studio. But then all the people that you thought was going to support you, they don't show up.
Right.
yeah,
It's the people you don't know showing up.
Right.
yeah.
So
And the word of mouth. Because
And the word of mouth.
Once you start getting business, then somebody tells somebody, "Oh, we heard about you," and it kind of goes from there. So unexpected things, like, can you talk a little bit about unexpected things in business that has come up that you guys have ran across?
Oh, so we didn't tell y'all about our other businesses.
Okay.
So we have a boutique. We have an online boutique,
Okay.
which is GreenWood Boutique, and then we have an event and photography content creation studio,
Okay.
which is GreenWood Studios. I got my shirt on.
Come on.
But GreenWood Studios, we opened in March, so we're coming up on a year.
Okay.
So we had a lot of unexpected things in the process of opening that, from renovations to getting permits for the building, like something that just from hearing others, we thought that would happen quickly. Because it was our goal to open in January.
Yep.
Yeah, January, and we didn't get to open until March. Just the process of getting the permit. Also, we didn't know we had to get a fire alarm installed, and so it was a lot of unexpected expenses.
And I think one of the things that people never really think about before you even start a business is what your marketing gonna look like.
Right.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody like we start businesses, but we never think about, like, hold on, I need to set $1,000 on the side just to put Facebook ads for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to have that money sitting there on top, but we tend to forget that as business owners, though.
Right.
Right. And so you guys have. So how many businesses total? 4? Did you say 4?
It's 4, but we opening up another one, a restaurant. We have opening up a restaurant, which will make 5.
What kind of food?
Wings
and that.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite. It's my favorite. I love that. And so is it going to be in the same area?
No, it's actually going to be back in my hometown.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to hire people there to run it, or you're going to kind of go back and forth?
So for starting off, we're going to go back and forth. So,
Okay.
and we were really hands-on with the studio when we opened it, and now we're starting to contract out. Well, we have people that work with it.
Yeah. So y'all delegating.
Yeah,
Right.
now.
Yeah. That's
So we started off really hands-on, and we kind of letting up now. So we're going to do the same thing with the restaurant.
Right. And so we hear people say all the time, how do you do multiple things? So how does that work for you guys? Because I call you serial entrepreneurs, because you're like over here, over there. Do you think you can successfully run all of these businesses without, feeling like you're spread too thin?
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
okay.
Because
She feel like she gonna be spread too.
I do. And then, you hear people saying you need to successfully focus on this one thing.
We hear that
before
a lot
you
too. Yeah.
And it's like when opportunities present themselves, you can't just let them pass you, right?
I agree.
Right.
And I won't let them pass me.
Yeah.
Because to me, I tell people, if you got one stream of income, you're too close to zero. So you might be cooking right here. This one might be making 10,000, then this one making 7, then this one making 3. But you got different things cooking. But once you learn how to delegate, like what y'all doing, that's really going to help you. Because our hardest thing, and I was telling my wife, we have to find somebody that open this building so that we don't have to be like, we're about to go to Miami. So we need somebody going to have to be here that we can trust. And so that's why I got security. I can unlock the door. I got cameras everywhere where I can visually see what's going on, because you don't want nobody in the building and they walking out my equipment.
Yeah.
And I come back, it's going to be a problem. So
Right. So I think it's possible, because you can be so gifted and good at so many things that, and I just wanted to get somebody else's opinion, because I feel like people say, like you said, focus on one thing, but if I can be successful at all these things, then why not? Right.
Yeah.
And I get what people say, focus on that one thing. You know what I'm saying? That is the norm of the way. But how I feel nowadays, it's like not in them times no more.
Right.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a grinding, like, social media made it change the game.
Yes.
Everything. So back in the gap when social media wasn't around, okay, I can see focus on your one deal to grow. But right now, social media will allow you to reach however many people you need to reach for whatever business that you have.
And that goes back to what we always talk about, our one marriage, two hustler brand is like, we also have multiple streams of income. So we have multiple businesses that we're running. But the whole thing, like you said, with social media is you got to get more eyeballs on your business. Right. And what I come to find out is a lot of serial entrepreneurs, because I train people too about entrepreneurship. They tend to miss marketing, their messaging. They tend to miss these things because once you know your message and you got your marketing, the rest is history.
Right. I agree. Do you guys believe that you have to be a risk taker?
Oh,
to be an
definitely.
entrepreneur?
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're not a risk taker, then you can't do this game.
So that fear that most people feel like they have the idea, but there is something inside of them that's like, no, don't do it. Or they may have somebody saying, don't do it. They're scared.
Yeah,
So
I use the analogy, being an entrepreneur is like a cruise ship.
Come on.
In the ocean.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, in the middle of an ocean, if you turn off all them lights on that boat.
Boy, pitch black.
See, but the entrepreneur is the boat. You know, all these ideas, all these brightness, but around you, you don't know what.
I like that.
You can't see it. You just know that you head into a destination. You know what I'm saying? And just keep on moving, you'll get there. But you can't worry about that blackness that's around because it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
You gonna feel it.
And one of the things I learned about us, and we reflected on this, is we didn't just start off taking risks. It's like our level of risk taking increased as we went. So we started out with a safe business, a media company. Not much overhead, right? Of course, you invest in the equipment, but after that, it's just, money coming in, right? Then we went from that to the boutique. Now we have more risk because now we got to order products. We got to order inventory.
I like that.
Then we took a bigger risk with the studio because now we putting in thousands of dollars in this space and, taking a risk and hoping and praying it's going to pay off, right? Now we taking an even bigger risk.
Come on.
We're back in my hometown. We are a part of a family project where it was an abandoned downtown, and we invested we bought the downtown blocks. And so now it's dead. Like if the buildings are abandoned, there's nothing there. There's like 2 food options there. So it's nothing, and people can't see what we can see.
Come on.
We see it booming. We see businesses. We see it thriving. We see people from all over the country coming to visit because it's a black-owned strip, right? But we had to build up to that level of risk taking. Like,
so I kind of want to dive in on that because I want to pivot a little bit. So, was it y'all confidence in the success that y'all got to make you go to the next level? Because I think people want to hear this, like. Because some people be like, oh man, I can't go in. But what made you guys get to that next level, then go to the next level? What was it?
What would you say? I would say, I'll say success definitely plays a part in it because, it kind of lets you know if you do take the step. If you see some success, you can. But I just think our desire of just wanting to build a legacy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something for our kids. Showing them the process, that motivates us to really take these unorthodox steps.
And I want to also add, we've had some failed businesses too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it wasn't just always success, right? But I think too, a lot of your faith in God plays a big part in that too. Like, and you feel like, okay, God help me navigate through this situation.
Yes.
If I go into a bigger one, He'll help me navigate through that one too.
Right. We were just talking about that yesterday.
Yes.
You forget about who you have access to. He has everything.
Everything.
Yeah. But yet we still be like, oh, no.
Yep.
Why? When I know, if I do fail, maybe that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But let me try again because whatever is for me, He's gonna put His hands on and He's gonna make it.
And you said something earlier, which was people need to hear that because your level. A little success gets you to the next success. Right. And once it start to happen, you're like, okay, I did this. Now I know I can do this. But every play that you're running, you're getting better at the play, when it comes to being successful. So.
Right. I definitely agree with that because you just, it's like rolling dice.
Yes.
Like you're just taking a chance. What do you guys like most about being in business together? What do y'all like most about that?
I feel like the most thing is that I know no matter what, He has my back.
Come on.
Whether it's a good decision, bad decision, He's going to support me no matter what. Whereas if you were in business with somebody else, you probably wouldn't have that same level of confidence.
That's true.
In that partner. So I know no matter what, He's going to have my back. He's going to tell me what he think about it.
Yeah. But He going to roll with you though.
Sure. Yeah,
You
no
know,
doubt.
and I think so out of you two, which one you say would be the bigger risk taker?
Man, you know,
He's a bigger risk taker. I'm the same. So I'm a math person.
Okay,
right?
okay.
I'm very analytical.
You want to look at the
So
numbers.
I analyze everything, and if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
The reason why I asked that because, and this was the crazy thing is when I was working at the railroad, she the one told me, "Hey, quit your job." Now, listen, me personally, I'm like, man, I don't know about that, you know. But she was like, "I got us if something happened," because she said, "I believe in your dreams."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's real.
but to have, that's how I know we got each other back because I know it's end of the day, if the ship fell, we riding together.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, and I think you have to be that way because you're a team. You're a team. You're in this together, and we in to win. If we lose, we lose together.
That's how we tell him.
Yeah, you the same thing.
We in this together. We got each other.
That story is kind of similar to it.
Okay, okay.
She didn't say it like that. She ain't just like, I got you now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a ex high school teacher and football coach.
Okay.
And so, you know, in the teaching game, it started getting kind of crazy with the kids, and I mean, I love the kids, especially the coaching those kids. But I didn't, you know, it was some things I ain't like with the administration part, so it started getting old to me. And she started seeing the stresses of, you know, waking up every day doing the same old stuff. And
Come on.
I know I got like a whole lot more in me than what this was giving me, and so she motivated me to step out with your job, and like you say,
Yeah.
she got it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna hold it down while you figure it out.
And I like that you talked about that change in your life because sometimes people feel like they have to be stuck. Like say they're a teacher, they have to stuck being a teacher because and they're not really happy. They love the kids,
Right.
but they're not really fulfilled.
Right.
You know, and so it's okay to change. It's okay to do something different. So I think people need to hear that too because your family say, "Oh, what about retirement? What about insurance?" You know, they bring up all this stuff, and it's like, well, what about what I really want to do?
Yeah, your happiness.
Your happiness,
Your peace of mind.
Yes,
Like all of that means way more than anything.
So when you launch your businesses, were your families on board, or were they kind of like, "What are y'all doing? What's happening? Why you stop teaching?" You know.
It's a 50-50. Like for the most
Okay.
part,
So for
most
the
part, our
studio,
family
I think they was
board.
on board.
But you know,
This-
people always still have that doubt.
Of
They don't-
course.
They don't see
Really,
it.
with
They
this
don't see
this
it.
one we doing now.
Right. But even with the studio stuff, like I've come across doubt. Like just you show what made y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't see it. But
Oh, and especially when you said you was gonna stop teaching.
right.
There was a lot
But
of
I
doubt
walked
there
away
too.
from
Yeah.
like what $75,000
Yeah.
a year. You know what I'm saying? And people like, man, you gonna lose out on that money? And you know they looking at the money aspect, but they not realizing that I'm in slavery, bro. Like
I already know.
Yes.
I'm in slavery, man. Like every day doing the same old stuff, and
Yep. And that freedom.
right.
You don't have
It's
freedom.
nothing like this is the thing I try to tell people too. It's nothing like the freedom. 'Cause like when we got this building, we had people. What they said? What are y'all trying to do over there? A podcast studio? They had no vision.
Vision, yeah.
But once we painted the walls, we had our open house. They was like, "Oh, I see what y'all doing." So, but it takes you being the person stepping out for them to see the vision, though.
And me, I'm like, this is not even the real vision. Y'all
not the
don't
real
see
vision.
it. Y'all
Yeah.
don't see it because we actually want to build a building. You
Yeah.
know, so we're like, y'all think this it? Because it's not it. But it's good to see people get a little bit of like, okay, I kind of see what you're doing.
Yes.
You know, and like that. You have any questions you want to add in, or you let me roll with it?
I'm letting you
And
roll.
so you know, upon speaking on that,
Come on.
not to get sidetracked.
you're
y'all,
fine.
y'all seen that Kanye West documentary
I
on
haven't seen
Netflix?
I seen some clips.
All right, so in a nutshell, we don't have time to watch TV at all. Like
We the same way.
One time we did catch some downtime and we watched that Kanye West documentary, and it was very motivating, and inspiring to see how in the beginning nobody saw what he saw,
Nobody.
and he never gave up, and he kept believing in what he saw.
Mm.
And look where he at now. You see what I'm saying? Like it switched, and like people tell their story, like, man, I didn't see it, I ain't understand it, but that song that y'all turned down, he ended up really.
Come on. And so you know what's crazy though? Because I tell people there's really like 3 acronyms that I live by, and one of them is called POUR, POUR stands for passing over opportunity repeatedly. People at opportunity pass them by every single day. It might be a good idea, but let me tell you something. When God got a vision, either he gonna use you or he gonna use somebody else. But he gonna put that vision in the earth.
Sure.
So with or without you, when he give it to you, you need to take action. If you don't, he's like, well, you don't want to take it. I'm gonna use another vessel in that same business. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I had this idea 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Happened to be a lot.
Oh, it happened to you a lot.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah.
Yes. And then and one of the another acronyms that I live by is faith, which means for anything I trust him, which is God. So I think once you put everything and say God, like I don't pray for money, I pray for wisdom and favor. Cause I say, God, give me the wisdom, all right, so I can know where to go, but give me the favor. So when I step in the room, they see the light. And that's all I pray for. And then that's how all our blessings come, because it ain't about the money.
Yeah.
You know?
And everything else will catch up. The money eventually is going to catch up with the vision.
Yes.
God, he doesn't give you anything without it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like him giving you everything else that comes along with it. So balancing relationship, business, family, is that a struggle sometimes?
Yes.
Because you know you guys have 2 boys.
Yes.
I'm sure they're involved in stuff. So
It's tough.
It is tough. We have to put ourselves on a schedule. We
have
have to cut off
Right.
because we'll be on our computers all day working and you know, and they're at school all day. So we like, when they come home, we got to cut it off and give them that time. And that's something we continuously have to work on.
and how hard is it to say no to anything? Business, family, events.
It's hard. It's hard, yeah, because
Yeah.
you want to, and I have a really big family, and he has a big family. We both got big families, and so every time you turn around, there's something going on, and you want to support them because you want the same thing. You want them
Yes.
to support you too. So you know, you want to treat others the way you want to be treated, and so it's hard to turn that down. So it's really about scheduling, like really scheduling and writing things down, and then.
Yes.
Right.
We barely had time for us.
Right. But when we do get it, we take advantage of it. But
Yes.
the main thing is making sure that we get that time to our kids. 'Cause we always
Right.
hustling and bustling, and we always interacting with each other when we working. So
Yeah.
that
We
got to be
always
the time
working.
spent. You know what I'm saying? But it just
Yeah.
got to get to that point when our kids are around. We got to put that phone up. We got to put
Yes.
computers up.
Yeah.
And
at
it's
that time.
they're present with us all the time, but we're not present.
I got you.
Right.
So they're always with us, but we're not always mentally present with them. They're physically present, but we're not mentally.
Right. And making that time to be intentional. I think this year for 2023, that's the word that I told them that I've been hearing. Like, be intentional. Whatever you do, wherever you're at, that's where you need to be. You know, your feet need to be planted there. So if you're there with your kids, okay, like you said, you putting your phone away. You're being intentional about the time you're spending with them. How was your day? You know, how did school go? You know, things like that. And I'm giving you my full attention.
So I do have a quick question for you guys. Over the last, y'all said March make a year. All right, what
Studio?
for the studio? So when you got the studio, the vision you had when you got it versus the vision right now, how has it changed? Is it the same or is it changed?
Nah, so it's like a learning curve.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
You know
okay,
what I'm saying? So we still trying to figure it out. So like right now,
okay.
I tell you this, man, the studio has been a huge blessing.
Come on.
Shoot, this February,
It's
slow
slow.
like a motherfucker.
Slow.
and we running ads. Like, you know, we
Yes.
got a thing we follow, that we do, but we get a ton of people inquiring. But so it's like, what are we doing wrong right now?
Got
Because
you.
nobody is booking for February. So it's like, okay, what
Summer.
we dropping?
Cool.
Yeah, summer. All the future days jumping. But it's like, what are we doing wrong for February? You know what I'm saying? So this kind of been like a eye opener
I like it.
for us right here.
It's just a challenge,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, putting the puzzles together.
Yeah. So how did y'all vision change from? But you said it's a learning process from when y'all started till now.
Right. So yeah, like I say, man, going back to figuring out that February, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a slow from going from like successful month to successful month to just booking up and
Okay.
then bam, kind of hit a wall in February. So trying to get that figured out. And then something else I thought about, trying to get out weekdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our weekdays filled in.
So we had an idea. So we opened as a content creation and event studio.
Okay. Okay.
And we our idea was that we would book it up for content creation throughout the week.
I got it.
But people want content creation on the weekend.
Every day.
And that's when the
Yeah.
event.
Right.
That's when the events are on the weekend. So trying to figure that part out too.
Yeah, see, like he say, I know you say every day you get them for some reason. Either we marketing wrong, but man, we would have not been able to lock in. Everybody been want it on the weekend.
Oh, wow. Even your content creators.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of them are probably part-time. What you think?
Yeah,
Like part-time, they work
I think most of them part-time, but this is the thing, and I'm gonna give y'all some game real quick. This is the thing, you have to figure out. First of all, you need to find a couple people that's already got an audience. All right, bring them in, let them do something for you for free, so that they can get the word out. You see what I'm saying? And then you got to come up with some kind of system that help. Like for instance, so if you rent the studio, and say you got a punch card, I'm just give you this. So you got a punch card, you got 3 punches on it. So if you rent the studio, all right, 3 times for that year, we'll give you a 4th one for free. So what that does is pushes them to want to come multiple times, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shoot, what that sound like?
That we hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Books.
For $100, yeah.
Get them stamps, baby.
Yeah. And I'm just saying because people want to come back. We realize that there's a lot of content creators. The city of Houston is so big. You know, like I was telling your husband too, Walmart and Target, Lowe's, they're not worried about each other.
Right.
They're not even thinking. You know, because first thing we went to what was that? Where we went? Oh, Kroger's. You said the basket is raggedy. You go to Target, the baskets be smooth. So
yeah, everybody has something different to offer, you know, and we always say everybody has their own people. Everybody got people that are assigned to you. So your blessings are your blessings. Right. So I love that. I love just being able to help other people. And I think Black couplepreneurs, entrepreneurs, we need to do that more of the networking. Like, hey, you're on this side of town. Well, GreenWood Studios is close to you guys. You know, like that should be a thing.
Yeah, and not being afraid. I don't know. I'm just not in that mind frame of, oh, I'm gonna try to hold all the people. Yeah. You know, because who you can touch, I might can't touch.
Right.
Who I can touch, you probably can't touch. And like you said earlier, God has people assigned to us, and sometimes by us not walking our authority, we can't get to where we're going, and we holding other people back to getting to where they going. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, very, very true. So in relationships, and I know just in business for sure, we have like tasks. Because at first it was like he was coming in my lane, I was coming in his lane, and it was like, wait, you stay over here. This is what you're responsible for. I'm responsible for, because if not, we're gonna be divorced. So have you guys struggled with that kind of in the beginning, like getting stuff? Okay, well,
like who should do what?
Man, I'm talking about this all the time. We working on a project, and some especially got to deal with editing. Like we working on a documentary. You know, like this is what I do. So I got this part.
1,000 questions.
I can give her the raw footage and be like, watch this and let me know if see something. And then she be like, oh, but you not gonna put this? Is it gonna look like this? Oh, look, man, this is the plain thing. This is the bare bones. I'm just do what I ask you to do. She start trying to be the producer, the editor, the everything. Yeah.
And that's what we learned too. Like some things I'm super strong at, and some things she's super strong at. Right. So I let her deal with a lot. I'm like, you deal with that. Let me deal with this. And it's going to work out fine. Yeah. You know, 'cause I don't need to do everything. I mean, and I think it comes with trust, though. Yeah. Trusting your partner that they're going to take care of their part.
Yeah. And I think our tasks kind of fell in line. Like, we just kind of naturally went to the tasks we wanted to do that we were good at, because he does, like, all the responding to the inquiries and all of that. And I'll do the tours. You know, I'm the people person. I like to talk to people. I think we just kind of naturally gravitated to what we're in.
I like that. Yes. Y'all hear that? You can do it. You just got to make sure everybody knows their assignment. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, hold on though, before we continue. So the studio, y'all leasing that building. Y'all have a bigger vision for that?
Yes.
Y'all want to? Okay, go ahead.
We like y'all. We want our own
Oh,
business,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
We want a actually a wedding venue.
venue.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
in,
good.
in the country, like on the outside of a town.
Oh yeah. And that's like I said, we're trying to build a 10,000 square foot building with 5 podcast rooms, with a state of the art kitchen, training facility where people can come in. Because I interview a lot of people that's photographers, people that's into real estate. One thing their mind not wrapped around content creation. It's like, oh, I'm gonna create a video, but no, why don't you create a product? You know what I'm saying? Teach photography. Teach how to get clients when it comes to real estate. They never think about that. And these people are making a lot of money. I'm like, man, y'all gotta reframe your thinking though.
True.
Yeah, packaging up your information,
Yes.
your knowledge. Yeah. So the town that you guys bought the block in, like, talk about your vision for that a little bit. Like, what do you see being there?
We see people coming for an experience.
Mm.
We talked about this earlier, like coming, of course, to visit the businesses and to patronize the businesses, but also for the experience of what it's like it's a country town. It's different from the city. It's way different from Houston. So him being from Houston, it's a different experience for him because he's used to the city. Where for me, it's like peaceful. It's serenity. It's just a different type of experience. So we
Ain't
see
that
that.
not them.
He's saying, I love it out there.
What's the name of the town?
It's called Lott, Texas.
Oh, okay. I never heard
It's
of it.
about 25 minutes outside of Waco, about an hour and a half from Austin and Dallas.
I'm from the country too, so I'm seeing the vision. I'm like, what's the vision? I like that because people from the country, they drive. So I'm assuming they drive to Waco.
Yes,
because that's the
to the
closest
city.
city. Yeah, because that's what we used to do. We used to drive to the closest city.
Where you from?
Now it's no longer the country anymore. I'm from Fulshear, Texas.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Fulshear is booming now. Like
Yeah.
they didn't got rid of the country part of it. But
So we kind of see the town that we're in kind of doing the same
doing the
thing because Waco is growing.
Okay.
And because of the couple from HGTV,
Yes.
it's growing, and the prices are getting ridiculous. So people are starting to move outside of Waco to the smaller towns. So kind of like the areas around Houston that were once small that are now booming. So we
growing.
see
So you
that
got
in
it
the
at the
future.
right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's us. We said our next move is we're gonna build our house in the country, 4 acres, but we need to be in the city.
That's him.
That's where that money
Sound
at.
like him.
That's where that money at.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's where the money at. The money is there.
But here's the thing, y'all. Social media can bring
That's
people
true.
to you
True. That's
regardless of where you are.
Look at Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Fredericksburg is wine country, but it's a small town.
That's true.
But people are coming from everywhere to
Because
go there.
of the
It's all right.
videos and everything they're seeing online.
TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If
Yeah.
it's trending on TikTok. I know I go to TikTok whenever we're looking for somewhere to go. I'm like, let me go to TikTok and see what's on here.
So have you ever thought about direct? You ever looked into the direct mail marketing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
What you thought about it?
Doing that right now.
Okay.
For the studio.
Okay, yeah, I love it. Because that's what I was explaining to her. Like you can pick your route, pick your demographics,
Yeah.
and then they send it to the house for you.
Right.
And it show you the household income.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
I think it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely beneficial. So this gonna be our first time playing with it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what results that we get out of it.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, man, because the people smart though. They letting you get back in the days, no soliciting. Yeah, but they put it in your mailbox once you pay them, and they tell you how much the route is. I love that right there though.
Right. So do y'all use it?
No, I don't.
We used it for another business.
Yeah, we used it for another business
And
we had. It worked.
It worked. So we were like, man, we're gonna try it for here because we've been here. We haven't been here that long. We've been here since October.
October.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
since October. So we're still like new here, but that's kind of what we want to do this year is just get more eyes on us.
Sure.
And I was thinking about getting a street team together,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we can go beat these streets,
Yeah, because
shake
he
hands.
goes up to random people.
I don't care.
I'm like, ooh,
Already.
She
talk
ain't.
to them.
She ain't like that. She different.
yeah,
Me, I'm trying to get it.
I'm getting there. But
Yeah, but social media is powerful.
It's real
Like,
powerful.
Yes.
Even right now, talking about the country, we ain't even open yet. You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying? But we've been doing some marketing
Okay.
about it, like coming soon type stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the people are already like going crazy.
Do you have any other business owners that are like interested in like leasing out spots? Are y'all gonna lease out spots?
Oh
to
yeah,
some of
so
the-
we have some family members who are going to lease out their
Oh,
buildings.
good.
Yeah, so we have some family members who are doing their own businesses there, and then we have some that's like, we just gonna fix up our building and lease it out.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That's a hustle though. I mean,
No, that's good. And then it could be family owned.
yeah.
All black owned. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, when y'all get it ready, I'm coming. I like to travel. I like to travel.
Oh yeah,
About
we.
2.5 hours from here.
Oh, we've been everywhere. You know, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what we did in 2020.
Yeah.
2020. I'm gonna tell y'all what we
Was that
did.
2020?
Before COVID or
That was
after
before.
COVID?
No,
COVID.
that was it. Was 2019? Or was it 2021?
2019. It had to be 2019.
Okay, it's on YouTube anyway. Documented. We went to. We went from here to Baton Rouge. Stayed the night from Baton Rouge to Atlanta for 2 days. From Atlanta to South Carolina.
Oh yeah, we went to Savannah too.
Savannah. We went to Savannah, then we went to South Carolina, and then for 1 day from South Carolina to Tennessee, Nashville.
Then back to Dora.
No, went to Alabama
Oh yeah.
to see the Martin Luther King thing. Then we went to New Orleans, then we came back. We did 9 days. So we was just traveling.
Y'all
Just-
just like us.
Yeah.
We'll hop in the car in a minute and drive too.
yeah.
Yeah, he likes driving. I'm like, okay, come on, let's go. So, and we booked the hotels as we.
As we was going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. That was a little risky, but we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
what's
like
up.
that.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Yeah, it's because spontaneous. We drove to Vegas. I told him I would never do that again. But
Unless we got
drove to
another couple.
Vegas. But it was just the two of us. So it
24
was a
straight
fun
hours
drive.
getting it.
Yeah.
I've driven there before, but with my family.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
we
a
could
lot
take
of us.
turns
Yeah.
driving.
If we had another couple, it would have been easy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Going through the mountains,
Man.
I was like, I ain't driving.
I know because you see all types of animals. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to have a nervous. Yeah, because he was asleep. That was the time we took turns.
Oh yeah, I got sleepy.
I mean, we switched off. So 2023, it's a new year. Everybody say new goals, but your goals for the year. Where do you see yourself in the fourth quarter of this year, business wise?
Our main goal this year is building a team. As
Delegating.
we talked about earlier, is it can be done, right?
Yes.
If you have the right team.
People you
So-
trust.
And that's the hard part. Finding reliable people
Yep.
that want to work, that are intelligent, and that are hardworking, and you can trust them.
Yeah,
So-
because I'm. And listen, I'm trying to teach a guy how to edit, but see, I'm learning some things. Like my ambitions might be a little different.
yeah.
And there's a lot of work because just like, man, I don't want to edit every video because she got a podcast, I got a podcast, we got a podcast, we editing other people's video. It's like a lot, so you need to delegate this kind of stuff. So delegation. So give me a number though per month that y'all trying to hit. Our number is 100K a month. What's your number, man? That's what I'm talking about. I like to have the numbers.
You the number queen.
From all the businesses.
Yeah. What you
Oh,
think?
from everything.
Yeah, from everything.
For this year,
Just
or just
no. What's that? All right, let me explain it. What's the number that the number that you say? Okay, I need to hit this number. I feel like, man, we did that. Like our number is 6 figures a month.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, not. That's real talk.
I never even thought about that. Like
Talk,
to feel like, this is when
You know, the reason why I say that is because it's good to reverse engineer it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like for instance, say I got a product that I sell for $500. I need that product to make 6 figures. So what I gotta do? I need 2,000 people. So the law 1% kicks in. So 1% is if I need 2,000 people to buy this product, that means I need at least get 200,000 people to see it.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
I do that all the time.
Okay.
But as far as like me setting a number,
Set
to
that
where
number.
I feel like, oh, I have arrived. Once I get to this number, I have
challenge
done that.
guy.
Yeah.
Tell him, hey, guy, we need to make this much. I think that's it's not really it's about the money, but the money is what you're working for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we have goals for each business. So
Okay.
like, we have goals for the studio, like monthly goals. Like,
Okay.
we need to how many bookings we need.
Okay,
to
there we go.
to reach our
I got
monthly
you.
goals. So we have those types of goals.
I
But
got
like
you.
a big overall goal. That's something we're gonna have to think about.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
I like that. I like
The
that.
restaurant gonna do some big numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
So we have our
must.
goals for the restaurant. goals for the studio, goals for the boutique, you know, things like that.
So the boutique, what do you guys sell in the boutique?
Women's clothing,
Okay.
sizes small to 3X.
Okay. And you can tell them the website.
Yeah, GreenWoodBoutique.com. And you can follow us on Instagram at GWood Boutique.
Okay.
Y'all go follow them. Go shop.
And I'm gonna put it on the bottom of the video anyway to make sure we got you guys
And
information.
then Greenwood Studios, while we plug it.
Yeah,
Greenwood
plug it.
Studios.net.
Come on.
5006visuals.com. And then makingawesomethinghappen.org.
Yes, y'all go follow.
I like
us.
that
We're gonna
name.
put all of them up. So
What's that name again?
It's Making Awesome Things Happen. It's an acronym for MAD.
I like.
Yes, that's the nonprofit. that they
Okay.
have.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I love that. Y'all know I'm all about the kids.
So I do have another question though. So I believe legacy is greater than currency, and I like to ask this. I always ask this question, and nobody like to answer the question because it's a little rough. But I'm actually got the question.
It's a little heavy.
It's a little
I
heavy.
know what you're about to ask.
It's a little heavy. What is it you guys want to leave before you die? You gonna leave it in a tombstone. What is it that you want to leave? You only can leave 3 things in that tombstone, so we can pull it. So people can pull it up the next 1,000 years. What did you want to leave for your legacy, so they can remember you by?
That was heavy.
Well, I know one of mine.
Okay, she know one.
My biggest dream is I want to build a dream center.
Okay.
This is with my nonprofit. So the Dream Center is a place where, because I'm all about building the next generation.
Yes.
So the Dream Center is a place where you can come and do summer programs. They can do 6-week programs where we're not just teaching them about math and STEM.
Yes.
We're teaching them about all areas of life, teaching them about finances, teaching them about having a relationship with God. So we're taking a holistic approach of nurturing the whole individual. And then we're also teaching them about gardening and raising animals, livestock, and also allowing them to explore different talents because every child has a gift. So giving them that opportunity to explore so that they can find their gift. So I want to build this dream center. This is my ultimate goal. I want it to be in the town where we're going to be having a restaurant.
I love that.
And I had an aunt who was a paraplegic.
Oh,
She
wow.
had both of her legs were missing, but she was very resilient. She didn't let anything stop her. She drove. She got married. Like she did everything. When you were around her, you didn't think she was handicapped because she did everything on her own. And so I want to name it after her, Katina Jones Ford. Katina Jones Ford Dream Center. So I want to leave that as a legacy to be remembered. Like this is something that it was a dream that God planted in me and I built it, but it will keep going on forever.
So in that thing, you'll leave pictures of the center you built.
Yes.
That's one thing. What's another one?
Shoot, probably some. I mean, I know the money ain't the issue, but generational wealth.
Generational wealth.
You know,
Yes.
I want to leave something where they look back and be like, "Hey, this was your papa. This
Yes.
is what your papa. This is what your you know what I'm saying, your grandmama did, or what your great great grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like start something that's gonna be that
Yes.
can be passed down
Yeah.
through generation after generation.
Yes.
When I think about leaving something, I don't think about like tangible things. Like I think
Right.
about besides the Dream Center, I think of the knowledge that we give our kids,
Right.
that teaching them how to have a relationship with God. Like that goes beyond anything else. And if we can teach them that and teach them the importance of teaching their kids that, then it continues to go on from generation to generation. And then that's something that we leave with them that allows them, like you said, we have a God who can do anything. That gives them power to do whatever they want, to fulfill their dreams, to, you know, whatever it is that God puts on their heart to do. It gives them that power to do it because now they know that they have access to God.
And the reason why I asked that because you was inspired by that documentary. If Kanye leave that documentary in there where they can go back and watch it, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's what he did." So, I think it's important. Like being millionaires is important, but the legacy, the people you touch, the people, you know, it's nothing like when people leave this studio, they say, "Oh man, you showed me some stuff. Look, I'll be back." They want to stay connected, you know, so that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it is about inspiring. I think we inspire one another. I've already gotten inspired just from talking to you guys. I'm like, oh, yeah, like there's some things I want to still do,
Right.
and
Vice
just
versa.
listening to you
Yeah.
guys, it's like, oh, they're doing multiple things. I love that. I could add one more thing to my
Yeah.
to my plate, but it just gives you that to be around like-minded people is just amazing, and it's just good to know that those people are out there, because sometimes entrepreneurship can be lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of
Yeah, we
feel
just
like
talked
you're kinda
about that.
out here by yourself, and it's like, well, dang, it's just me and you. But there are other people out there, and they're not necessarily people that you know personally, but God brings them.
People we know,
to you.
they so locked in at the JOB, Journey of the Broke.
Right.
They be getting one of those.
Yeah.
and finding genuine people,
Yes.
people who that don't have that competitive spirit. We was talking about that. Because a lot of times we come across that in our culture, and just genuinely finding people who are go-getters, like y'all, two hustlers.
One match, two hustlers. Yes.
Also genuine, don't mind sharing, don't
Yes.
mind, just exposing you. Like you said, I'm gonna give y'all some game.
Yeah.
Like, just
Celebrating
doing stuff
you.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Celebrating.
Because what we have experienced, and me, she's more like, well, don't be like that. Me, I'm like, I'm gonna cut you off.
That's he be like, I'm gonna cut you out, and I'm like,
Don't be like that.
Listen,
Give 'em a
I
second chance.
ain't gonna play with
That's
them
me.
because I believe like we put so much blood, sweat, equity, and
Yeah.
tears in what we doing that people don't respect it
True.
because they haven't gone through it.
Yeah.
And what I learned is when people pay money, they pay attention.
Well.
So I gotta charge you. You know what I'm saying? So and she know I am. I'm like, man, listen, this ain't free. Like, you want to have a conversation with me for a whole hour? My time is $250. I'm just being honest.
Well, it's because they want to ask you questions that people pay for. It's like, we can't just tell you certain things. I mean, we can give you some inspo.
I give you direction, but they actually want you to tell them, well, how y'all started this business, man. What I need to do? Like, I'm like, too many questions for me. I don't care.
It just becomes overwhelming. Like, it's not that you don't want to help, but like he says, I feel like people don't value it as much as if when they spend their own money.
Right.
Now you spent your money, you're more invested, you're more eager because your money's involved. But if I'm just like, you wasting my time, you canceling appointments, you're not showing up, so it's like, I can't just.
And we learned a lesson too. I mean, we had somebody supposed to come to the studio, and then I said, we're never doing this again. I blocked my Saturday off. I could have been doing something else to come, but then you send me an email saying that you can't make it the day of. I said, you know what? You got to at least pay $90. You got to pay
Because
$100.
we knew them. He was like, because I said, babe, you need to make sure they pay the booking fee for the consultation.
But I'm like, nah, they cool. He gonna
He's
come
like,
through.
"Nah." I'm like, okay.
And
We're on our way here. Oh, we were here.
we was waiting on him.
Yeah, we were waiting, and then they like, oh, we're not gonna make
Sorry,
it.
I can't make it. Nah, I messed my whole Saturday up.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
I told her, no more. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go
So
home.
yeah, I think just keeping business.
Right.
You have to, and that's important. So I'm glad y'all said that in the beginning, because we're not the only ones, guys.
No.
It's nothing personal. It's what it is. So your definition of Black excellence. What do you think is Black excellence as we wrap up? Black excellence for you. What do you see?
Being resilient.
Mm.
Seeing your way through everything and just staying consistent. Point blank, because we already black. So.
Right.
Just be excellent.
Just
Operating in the
be
spirit of
resilient.
excellence.
Yes.
Stick through, because man, one thing I found the trend with a lot of people that's in the shoes that we are in, they hit those hard blocks and they fold. You know what
Quick.
I'm saying? They don't keep going. So see it all the way through.
All the
You
way.
know what I'm saying? The rest will happen.
And I want to add having integrity.
That's key.
Always doing the right thing regardless of who's looking. And that's what it is about operating in the spirit of excellency. Like, you always do the right thing no matter what. Like, you paying them taxes. You reporting that right income.
Yeah.
Like, because God sees all.
Oh, yeah.
He knows
Sees all.
all. So
And leading with love.
that
Leading with love, like knowing that you're doing the right thing, even though sometimes other people don't do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be shady.
Yeah.
We can tell y'all some stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We can tell y'all some stories.
And
We
you
be
try
here
to
all
be
night.
really nice. And you're like, wow, people really like that.
Yes.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Like that's what we doing.
Nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's people, it's some devilish people.
It really
But
is.
that's where you just gotta have that confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be secure with yourself.
Yes.
Because if you're not, it'll be two magnets trying to connect. But if you secure it yourself, you do what you do. That's still not gonna call me, stop me from reaching out or doing whatever I gotta do business wise.
Yes.
Get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So
And the most important thing is building your business without your family supporting you.
right.
Because I learned a lot of entrepreneurs, they take it to heart. It's like, man, my family not supporting me.
Right.
It's like, we learn from my book. We learn, like, everybody ain't gonna buy your book. That's in your family. Some people ain't gonna show up to your. We had so many people there, but it wasn't even some family members didn't even show up to the book release party.
Yeah.
They're cold with it.
But we had customers
Oh,
that we barely know them, and they came and
yes.
they bought a book and they supported. So it's just, that's it. So if you're out there and you're an aspiring entrepreneur or you're an entrepreneur, you may be feeling discouraged. Like you heard it from people who are in the trenches. Like, don't give up, keep going. It gets greater later. So.
Don't you got a game? Where the game at?
No, we're gonna wrap up, babe.
Play the
We're
game.
gonna wrap up. They have children
Okay.
to go to school.
Okay, I got you.
Going for an
Yeah,
hour.
I want to hear the game.
Oh, she want to hear the game.
Okay, let me
So-
She want to hear the game.
Listen, our kids, how she said earlier, they be involved with how they
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they used to stand.
they're over there
Okay.
chilling too.
Yeah.
They
Play
were-
the game.
Okay.
Hey,
You
some
got
great
this
kids.
game.
They are blessing.
So we got that's hers and this is yours.
Okay. This
So it's
yours.
like it's who's most likely to.
All right.
So we want to add a little fun part for for the couples at the end of this. So who's most likely to wash dishes? So we got okay. Okay, he's right. Who is most likely to clean up after a party? Teamwork.
Yeah, I'm about to say both of us
Okay.
really. We
Teamwork.
work together.
I like it. Who is most likely to go grocery shopping? Okay. Same on this end. He hates grocery shopping. Who is most likely to cook? Oh, okay. See?
Okay.
You see?
Hold on. I cook.
Yeah,
But
but he
no.
doesn't like
No,
it.
this is the thing. When I cook, she try to tell me how to cook. So that makes me not want to cook. Let me cook it the way I want to cook it. But she say, oh, what are you doing? Let me see. Did you put this season?
Cook it with love.
She
I'm
sound like
cook it with love.
See, that's what he say. I don't cook with love. So
You
just
cook
let
like
him
you
cook.
hate it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
She cooked just to get it done.
Right.
It's just a to-do list task.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. Who is most likely to sleep in on a Sunday?
Neither one of
Somebody.
us. We go church
See,
Sunday.
grind time. Gotta get to the Lord's house. Get there. Who is most likely to make a big purchase, like spending the money?
I would probably say.
Yeah, 'cause we know who the numbers
business-wise,
person
though,
is.
It's only for businesses.
Yeah.
Only for
Only for
business.
business.
Okay.
We both are frugal.
I like that.
We're both really
I like.
frugal.
I think
I'm
we
not
are
the only
too.
one, see?
No. We both are, but she gets mad because I will spend some money on some equipment.
That's him. That's him. Yeah.
And he'll just be like, "Oh,
I be
well, we need it."
I be like, do you really need that? Like, get new lenses
Yes.
Yeah.
last month.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always.
So,
really
so I'm gonna ask you, those cameras when I bought them, she was like, "Do we need?" But what we used to have to do when we did podcast,
standing up every
15 minutes, cutting them off.
Yeah.
That was too much. That was just stressing me
But
out.
so this was worth. It was worth.
It was worth it.
2,000
It
a
was
camera.
It was worth it. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to know the lyrics to every song in the car? Like you singing.
What? I don't know.
It depends on the song.
Oh, okay.
It depends on the genre.
Yeah.
If it's R&B, it's me. If it's rap,
If it's
him.
rap, he's rapping up. That's me. I'm rapping to the.
She
top.
rapping too.
But I will say this: I ain't singing no lyrics nowadays. This stuff is whack.
It really is.
It really is.
I'm listening to Audible. I'm on Audible.
Yeah, we listen
Yeah.
to books.
Yeah, that's how we.
Yeah,
are.
and I like to listen to podcasts in the car.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of.
I gotta learn. You gotta use that time to just learn now. 'Cause stuff whack. So use your time to.
Yeah.
not-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I forget about music sometimes, especially during the week. I'm like, oh, I haven't listened to music, so on Fridays I try to.
Yeah.
Listen
I'm so
to
out
the
of the
music.
loop with music. I don't even know.
I'm
who
still
the
old school,
artists
though.
are.
I'm
Like
still
the-
old school.
Who was the guy that won the Grammy for
I don't
R&B? I was like, who is that?
Chris Brown said who was
I
that?
didn't know who that was. I was like, I've never seen him before.
Y'all heard that new Isley Brothers album?
No, I need to hear it.
Jamming.
Listen to it.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
He
It's worth
love
it. Well, is it on title?
I ain't got title.
I got title.
It might be on title.
Okay.
I'm sure
It
it's on
probably
title.
is.
Okay.
Who is most likely to strike up a conversation with a stranger?
No doubt.
You're talking.
Dang. Okay.
Who is most likely to stick up for themselves when they know they're right? Like, I'm not letting you win. Okay. All right. So you just
When
like,
he know he right, wrong, it don't matter.
no letting up.
Hey,
No.
hey, you gotta stand for what you believe in.
Who is most likely to plan a trip?
Oh, that's me, of course.
Yep. Who is most likely to skip their morning routine and go back to sleep? Who is most likely to drink the whole bottle of wine on a Saturday night?
Oh Lord.
Yep. See, that's what you get for sending me that little reel. See, I'm not the only one.
Lord.
Who is most likely to make up after an argument first? Who apologizes first?
Both of y'all
Now
do.
wait. Both of y'all said me. Who is most likely to be late?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, women, we have more stuff to do. I tell you to tell me like a different time from the time that we really have to leave.
Yeah. So I gotta psych you out.
Yeah. I'm like, don't tell
You
me.
gotta lie.
Don't add kids on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to get them dressed. They didn't took off something by the time you got
Oh, wasted
dressed.
something.
My niece used to do that all the time. I'm like, didn't I just put your shoes on? Where's your shoes?
Or have
So-
a big water stain. I'm like, where that water stain come from?
Well, thank you guys for playing that little fun game. I
Sure.
appreciate you
That was
guys
cool.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for responding.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything y'all want to access though, we like to leave the
Oh
floor.
yeah, I forgot.
We like to leave the floor open.
We do.
How did
Any
y'all
questions?
meet?
We met online.
We met on POF.
Plenty of fish. It's an
Oh,
app.
really?
POF, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it's probably old and obsolete now because everybody's on all.
We
this
met
stuff.
we met there on 2014, 15.
14.
Who
2014.
reached out to who?
Say, man, she hit me up, man.
No, I did not.
She said, you look good. I said, appreciate you.
Really? Wow.
And then we got married in 2018. We went to Jamaica with 52 people. We took.
really?
They said it was the biggest wedding they ever seen. We took 52. We gave people 18 months to pay now.
Yeah.
I better say y'all paid for everything.
Oh no.
Can't pay for 52.
Really?
Y'all wildin'.
No, they were nice. They love us that much. They paid and they came. So it was a good time. We had fun.
We went
Yeah.
to Jamaica for our honeymoon.
Oh, okay. What
It
part?
was nice. Montego Bay.
Let's go back.
If I let him, he'll go to Jamaica every year.
Jamaica?
I'm like,
Where it's at?
he
Hey, man.
loves Jamaica.
I'm on, man.
Oh my God.
Welcome home.
Hey, brother.
I'm ready. I love it.
Yeah. What we stayed in Montego Bay one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, one time. We got married in the grill though.
In the grill.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
that's
was-
pretty far out. But
That's
it was a
cool.
good time.
Yeah, we've been.
Any other questions? You're gonna answer the next one.
Okay.
So y'all entrepreneurship journey. What have y'all since y'all been open since October, right?
Mm-hmm.
What same thing? Like what is it? Is it going in the direction that y'all see it, or
Yes.
what's your-
It is. I think. Look, I said I was gonna let you answer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the thing. The thing is, it's gonna always go in the right direction because I'm big on marketing. Because content is king, marketing is queen. She runs a household. So I tell people all the time, you gotta market. It's going in the right direction, and we starting to get more buzz. The more people, more people bring on the interview, stuff like that, and people are amazed about what we know. Though they don't know until they get here.
for sure?
I done had probably how many people the last month on my podcast?
Oh,
Maybe like 16,
going crazy.
15 to 16
Yeah.
people. And most people come, it's like, I thought this was gonna just be like a build, like a one roomer. I'm like, nah, bro. We here to teach. We trying to motivate. We call OM2H Creative Studios for a reason. So
Yeah, I think it's going good. I mean, of course, when you're starting, you're trying to set up, you're trying to pay, you're trying to get people here to do different things. And so I think now we're through the rough stages. And so like he said, now it's just all about marketing and getting more eyes here. It's going well. Of course, you know, we always have goals for it to go better. Right. I think our biggest struggle was like small things that you're missing. So like making sure your business side is intact. So we got a CPA. Like there's just different things we had to do. Now you're in a different tax bracket where you start paying for more things and doing more things. So just learning about how finances work, you know, how to separate your personal assets from
y'all read the book Profit First?
I haven't read that one yet.
Check it out. Profit First.
What was that?
Profit First?
Profit First.
Profit First.
Yeah.
Who wrote that book?
I forgot. We'll send y'all. We'll send it to
send
him.
a picture.
Yeah.
It's really good.
He talked about breaking down 6 different bank accounts and what, like, how to delegate money, stuff like that.
Yeah. So a lot of entrepreneurs recommend that one, and the 5 a.m. club too.
Oh, the 5 a.m. club.
So we've been just like reading books and just trying to get around people that are already in business and doing it. So I think we're still in the learning curve too. So we might be calling y'all.
What
questions.
Yeah, man, hit us for spending time.
Yeah.
Failures. Let's talk about them failures. What failure to knock that y'all do y'all have to overcome?
Well, I think the first failure is getting over the hump of you thinking about, man, they not supporting me. No, to me that's a failure because you're wasting so much time trying to convince people what you do. Then we realize, you know what? Let's meet new people. The more new people you meet, they don't know you. When you show them, they're like, man, you know. And once the Lambo pull up, then they're gonna be wanting to join. Now the price too high. Yeah. You can't afford me now.
Yeah.
Out of there.
So I mean, that's the biggest thing is just getting over that.
And I think trying stuff because you're really trying to figure it out when you first start something. So like he said, we started 2018 in our house. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have no equipment. I mean, we have it on YouTube actually.
Oh yeah.
Terrible. So I think just learning about the equipment, learning what podcasting is, learning how to get monetized, you know, those are the things that was like, we were in the lab trying to really figure it out. And so that's why we created the course to help.
So now we got a whole podcast course and we teaching it, like I said, this month on the 25th, we teaching podcasting.
So I guess the failure for me would be like, it didn't come right away because it's 2023 now. We got here in 2022, but just the learning, trying to learn it all, it took time. It didn't come like we wanted it then, but it didn't come then. So.
But it took me quitting my job to finish my book. Let me tell you the secret. I had that book on the shelf for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I had like a copy of it, and it was just sitting there. And it wasn't even a copy of the book. It was like in a on paper
like
that
a
I
spiral.
printed up.
You had it like a spiral.
Like a spiral, and I'm like, and once I quit my job, I got locked in. I said, you know what? I'm gonna finish this book. I'm gonna launch my clothing line. I'm gonna start doing courses. Like I started getting on the road because I had more time. I'm working 12-hour shifts. I mean, I'm trying to get off of work and try to do content. This is Lord help the people.
It's real.
It's hard to be consistent like that too, because you know you don't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's.
What are your separate podcasts about?
So I have the Allow Yourself Grace podcast that I just launched in January.
Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Right. So I'm loving it though so far. So I had a guest on yesterday. So mine is just about self-help, like women coming together and just encouraging each other.
Tell them you dropping your book soon.
Yeah, I'm dropping my book soon.
Allow Yourself Grace.
Yeah. So we talk a lot about like trauma and just. It's just really just self-help, like encouragement, evolving as women. So my goal is to build a community of women, just having that like safe space where we can support each other in whatever it is that you're doing, but feeling like you have sisters who genuinely support what you're doing. Because I have like biological sisters, but my sisters that I've developed outside of my blood sisters, we talk and we bond. And so just imagine how many more of them are out there that are like, I wish I had people that are positive, people that can encourage me. And stuff
my
like
podcast
that.
is for hustlers.
Yeah,
it's called Why Now Is Your Time. We talk about designing your life, creating your brand, and leaving your legacy. And we about hustling. Everybody I get on, we talking about getting this money. How we get into the bag. That is it. You know, so everybody I get on, I saw we go in, we talk about, hey man, you're a photographer. I give so many gems, so many, and people be surprised, you know. So I really lock into Why Now Is Your Time. That's my brand, whynowsyourtime.com. You can go there. And then we got this one marriage, two hustlers. So people ask us how we run all this stuff, but
yeah, we focus on mental health too. He did a mental health series.
I did a mental health series with 6 black men.
Yeah.
And it was it got emotional. It means these black men are talking about they want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
It was, and I got more black men coming to my podcast. Also, I did a salt and pepper game. Older black men in Houston.
I know about them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They came here. What was that, a week ago?
Yeah, they came. So, I mean, it's starting to grow.
So, yeah, we're just trying to, bring
what's
people
up?
on. I have a therapist coming Friday. So she's from Houston. She's black. We're going to sit down and talk. So just, we're just here to help people. His is all about entrepreneurship.
I'm about entrepreneurship. We get to
Mine
that
is
bag. We get to that money, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, get to the bag.
That's it.
Yep.
Hey, both
Got
of y'all
anything
got some good ideas.
Yeah.
Y'all doing good things.
And it's inspirational because we've been talking about me starting a podcast.
Oh.
We've been,
that.
I've been wanting to do it for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but mostly like on Instagram because I have a big Instagram
Yeah.
following, just talking about balancing, balancing being a mom, a wife, a full-time employee,
Yes.
entrepreneur. So
Oh, so you still work full time? Oh, yeah, that's a balance. You got a lot. Yes. And the same for me. I still work right now full time, and it's a lot. It's a lot to balance because you're over here, you're over there, trying to make it happen. So I think that's good because you give people that courage that they can do it because they can see you. My friend came here yesterday. She hadn't been here. I saw her show her pictures. She was just like, whoa, like you doing all this after? I'm like, yeah, I got to come here.
But that cord is cut this year, though.
Yeah, after this year, I'm doing some other things.
Nobody talking about that no more. That's old news.
Yeah. It's time to let that fear, but I enjoy what I do. I'm still going to be doing it. I'm just not going to be doing it as hands-on as I'm doing it now. So, yeah.
That's what's
Anything
up.
else you want to add?
Nah, man. We just thank you guys for coming, man. We excited, man. Like I said, we trying to do 10 total. How many got on the list? I think 7.
I tagged a
Yeah.
couple too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a busy schedule, so we're still trying to work out some times.
Yes.
Yeah, because they have a restaurant.
They have a restaurant and 2 event spaces. And a decorating business. Event planning business.
Yeah, we're going to get them in.
Brandon.
And Taylor, Sam.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Tag
tag
them,
some more.
Man, y'all
Yeah.
get Sam on here.
Oh,
boy. He
yeah.
gonna drop some gems.
Oh, Sam got some
I love
gems.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, we need to
about
do
Brandon them too.
Yeah, man. We just trying to. This is the thing. We want to let people know. Like, I'm really big on teaching podcasting because one of the biggest hurdles that we find out people have is they want to do it, but they don't know how to do it.
Right.
They don't understand, like, this version of us wasn't us 2 years ago.
That's what I was saying. I think that like going through that process of just trying to figure stuff out was the difficult part for us. Yeah. Any more questions for us?
Y'all
Well, look,
Yeah.
let's close it out. Listen, man, thank you guys for watching, man. Listen, all their description, everything about them will be down below.
Yep.
Listen,
Go follow them.
keep watching us like you watch TV. Not only will you watch your relationship grow, but your bank account will grow. We see you next video. Peace.
You're kicking it with the Christians. You're kicking it with the Christians. One marriage, two hustlers, it shows. We'll travel the globe in search of endless possibilities. You're kicking it with the Christians. Together we'll conquer it all. Take the highs with the lows, 'cause there's no losing with this energy. You're kicking it with the Christians.
Don't forget to follow us on all platforms.